think I put too much pressure on myself because I couldn't pot a ball. But Ronnie broke off in the first frame this afternoon, and I could only see one red. I had to have a go at it. I was so unlucky to leave it on, and he's made 100 odd off it. So I'm not frightened of any player I play, which is a good thing, obviously, in sports, in any sport. But when somebody plays as well as Ronnie does, sometimes, which he certainly did today, puts massive pressure on you, and that's what happened today. And I wasn't up to it, I'm afraid.
Is that vintage or Sullivan?
I think it has to be. I mean, when you play in a match and you're involved out there, and I haven't been to Crucible here for 7 years, you have an impression on how you play and how your opponent plays, but you don't remember specific phases. But I do remember, I think Ronnie's made 2 centuries in the 90 or something. Sure, I've given him mistakes, and I play the sort of game that Ronnie likes. I'm a similar type of player to him in terms of how much I attack the balls, but yeah, I mean, he seems very relaxed and calm to me. I mean, that is a completely different Ronnie to what we've seen this season, and I don't really think I was wrong in what I was saying in the build-up to this match, in that, if Ronnie played the way he did this season, I thought I could beat him, and, I think I bore that out because I was 2-all with him, and I had the chances for 3-2 and 4-2. The ball was in my court, I had significant leads. I lost both those frames, I was 4-2 behind, and from then on it was a different Ronnie O'Sullivan, and he just pulled away from me completely, and he's got to be a match for anybody if you can keep that sort of focus and concentration up. He always plays well against me, Ronnie, and today was obviously no exception.
Is he playing well enough to win the championship?
Well, of course he is. I mean, it's we didn't have long bouts of safety really, but the safety we played together was his safety was excellent, and he scored very, very heavily. But like I say, I played the right sort of game for Ronnie. The balls were quite open on most occasions, and I'm a heavy scorer myself when I'm playing well. But when you haven't been here for a few years, you kind of minding your work too much and not letting yourself flow, and probably over careful. And yeah, I mean, it's tough out there when you're playing Ronnie. It's a tough draw anyway. I thought he was a little bit vulnerable, and he was, of course, coming into this, but he sort of proved everybody wrong that he's a significant threat to anybody. And look out Sean Murphy if he plays like that. But from Sean's point of view, I'm sure he can put him under a lot more pressure than I did.
And what of Dominic the player, future?
Yeah, I mean, I've been working hard on my game the last sort of month, and when you're travelling around all the time, as I have been doing, because I live in a different country, it's like sometimes your rhythm gets knocked out of focus here and there, and you can't find any timing. So I've worked a bit on my rhythm in my cueing and that, and I'm hoping that will come to fruition next season. Particularly, I'll be starting to practice in probably about 4 or 5 weeks, ready for next season, and I'm looking forward to just keeping my touch in and working on a couple of little things in my game. And it's been a great season for me, really. I mean, if you start the season 45 and you end up back in the world's top 32, I mean, you've obviously got to be pleased with that, and it gives you the inspiration to set another good target for the following year, and that's what I'll be doing.